Okay, we're back in MavSocial, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about curating content. Now, a question I get asked a lot is, how do I find great content to share on social media? And quite frankly, my number one answer is always to create your own content. Very, very important. But there's times when you're going to want to share other people's content. When you read something or see something that's worth sharing that you find will bring value to your audience, I'm all for sharing that. And I follow plenty of people who do nothing but share other people's content. And for some reason, they have a way of finding the most amazing content. But compiling those lists and keeping track of where the good content is can be cumbersome. MavSocial actually created a great solution for that called RSS Content Manager. I'm going to go ahead and click on this over here on the dashboard. And what you're going to see is I have three things here: RSS content, feeds, and categories. This is where I can see the content that is feeding into my reader, and you can see this is coming from Business Insider. Let's scroll down here and see what we've got. A lot of it's coming from, I've only got a few in here right now. Let's see if there's anything other than Business Insider. Well, right now it's just Business Insider. But we're going to go ahead and add some more stuff. So this has been Business Insider Tech, actually. So it's a specific feed within Business Insider. I'm not getting in everything from Business Insider. I'm just getting tech news from Business Insider. So I found a Business Insider Tech feed. They've got Business Insider entrepreneurship feed. So it's really, the different categories within Business Insider have been broken into feeds. And a feed is different than a website. So let's go into that section here. And we're going to add a feed. You see a very, very simple screen here where I can add a new feed in, and it shows me the feeds that I've got. I've got Business Insider Tech and Social Media Examiner's feed feeding in. And then I can add a feed URL, feed name, and the feed category. And these are going to be different. Then the feed URL is different than the website. And I'll show you how to find that if you're not sure what a feed is. An RSS, I'm not going to explain what an RSS feed is, but here's a search engine you can use, powered by Google, that shows you nothing but RSS feeds for the given search term that you have. And here's the link up here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's CTRLQ. That's C as in Charlie, T as in Tom, R as in Ronald, L as in liquid, and Q as in quantity. .org/RSS. And now if I type in some things in here that are important to me, I'm going to go ahead and type in Search Engine Land because that's a publication that I read regularly. And here is their feed. And there's a couple of things here, and you can preview the feed. This has got about 10 things, all published within the past few days. So they're pretty active. This looks like their main feed. It's the same content. So I'm just going to go grab their RSS feed here, and it'll bring up a new screen with a weird looking website, feeds.searchengineland.com/searchengineland. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to copy this into MavSocial here, and I'll name this Search Engine Land. And I'm going to add the category of SEO. Of course, I don't have that, so I'm going to go ahead and add that category. SEO. I'm going to add that feed. And that's it. This content should now be pulled into my reader. And I can go and search on all the feeds that I want. And there's different ways to find feeds. I'm going to refresh this. New articles will be updated soon. So doesn't look like there's any Search Engine Land in there yet. Nope, here we go. Foursquare, 55 million users, and it's not pulling the right kind of images here. So that's something that you're going to have to look into as well. You'll see that the images don't necessarily pull. But what I can do here is I can bring this up. I can copy the URL. Then I can go over to my post manager. And it copied that link there. So now I can say, I don't even remember what that article is about. Let me bring that article up. I believe I copied the link. So let's see what this article was all about. Foursquare, 55 million users, 54% left since relaunch. So I would basically try and get a gist of what this article was about, and then I might copy in, maybe I'll copy in some content here. Of course, I would give this a lot more thought before I go and post it. And then I can add the networks that I want to post this to. I might want to over the characters here, so I would adjust this for Twitter. And then I'll go ahead and either publish it or schedule this for later. If I want to add a picture to it, I can add a picture. I can go into stock images, buy a stock image right from MavSocial, or access my library. And then again, I can publish it or schedule this post. And actually, now that we're looking at it, it didn't pull that image in the feed, but it did pull it within in here. So we do see that the image is going to show up fine. So even though it doesn't show up well within the feed, we can see that the image is fine for Twitter, and the image is pulling in for Facebook as well. So we're all good. So I can go ahead again. Maximum limit has, let's refresh this. And I hit the M so that I'm going to publish. When I hit publish, it'll go to all my networks here that I checked. I might want to check off LinkedIn too, but I go back to the M and I can see LinkedIn has been added. And that's it. It's content that I can now share. I can add my 2 cents in here. I think you always want to add your narrative in here. And again, if the narrative is long, you want to make sure that you're not selecting Twitter on that so that you don't exceed the characters. You may want to come back in and do a post specifically to Twitter. And then I can go ahead and publish it. So that's it. Hope you're enjoying these videos and you're getting a lot out of it. And definitely try MavSocial out. I don't know what the amount of time is. It is a paid tool. You can get a free trial for it. So definitely go over and check this out. It's really enjoying this tool, and I think it's incredibly powerful. I can't wait to see where this tool goes because it's brand new, and they have a lot of features and a lot of power already. So they're going places with this. So we'll see you on the next video.